Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately.
Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today I have for you a clean and decorate with me. We will be decorating for Christmas, which I just could not wait any longer. I was so excited. So let's get started, and I hope you guys enjoy. What I wanted to do first was go ahead and lay everything out that I had in boxes, and then I was going to move on to the bins. But that way I had an idea of what it is that I have, where I want to place it, and just have it be more organized so I didn't feel all over the place. So I'm going to go ahead and start placing everything out, and in a second my husband is going to start putting up the Christmas tree.
You were close, forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da. Making our Christmas memories.
I wanted to take this time to thank you guys for watching and subscribing. I mean, it really truly means the world to me. It just makes me so happy, and I appreciate you guys for just taking time and showing me support, and I wanted to thank you guys for that.
The melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and
I ordered this tree last year on Amazon, and I will never forget how much Matt just loved looking at this tree. Granted, he was only a couple months old, but we would have the swing right next to it, and he could stare at it forever. So at this point in time, I was hoping that, he was going to love the tree as much as he did last year, and spoiler alert, he definitely did, and it just made me so happy.
da 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 da, making our Christmas memories. Yes, these are the good times with you. Don't even care what we do if I spend it with you. Just you and nobody else. It's so good to see you again.
So now I'm going to get started and start fluffing out the tree, which is actually my least favorite part of making or decorating the tree. But it only takes a few minutes. This is honestly a pretty easy tree to kind of spruce up. So I'm going to go ahead and fluff it, and then we can go ahead and start decorating.
Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories.
Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times.
So Chris already went ahead and put the bow on for me, and now we can go ahead and start decorating. Let me know in the comments below what theme you went for with your tree. I like to go for a traditional look, red, white. I feel like it never goes out of style. And like I said, last year was my first year with this tree, and I like traditional, so I went ahead and added some pine cones, and I think they were like cranberries. And I loved how it came out, so I said, hey, why not again this year? So you guys will see how it turns out. Let me know in the comments below what theme you went with.
No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sunset, it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas.
So it definitely took me a lot longer to decorate the tree this year than last year with, now the kids crawling around and having to stop, in between. So this is what I was able to accomplish at the moment, but you'll see later on in the video the full finished product.
Dancing all night long, we're gonna dance.
Moving on to the mantle, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do this year with the mantle. I didn't want the same look as last year, and I also realized later on in the day that I would have to get command hooks for the stockings, because now that the kids can reach it, I can't leave it on there anymore. So I needed to find something that was going to sustain it. So I have to go ahead and get that. And these wires, they're a complete eyesore for me. I can't deal with anymore. So I had a conversation with Chris, and we actually figured out a way to get rid of that box that's on the right hand side and also those wires on the left, so that way it looks better.
Underneath the mistletoe, and I've gotten you a present that I put under the tree. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. The snow is falling down and the storm is on its way, but as long as you're around, everything will be okay. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you.
Now with the couch, same thing, keeping it very traditional, just red and white. Now I was thinking of adding more pillows this year, but for right now, I think it's okay. I'm just gonna keep it that way. Also, I didn't find out till maybe a couple years ago that, pillow covers was a thing. I mean, I always used to go to either Home Goods or TJ Maxx and then buy all these pillows and have to have them stored in a closet, and it was taking up all this space. And now, I mean, pillow covers, it's the way to go, guys. I wish I would have known sooner. If you didn't know, now you know.
Have ever been, it's safe to say that my love for you is true. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I longed for this moment to have you for myself in a cabin out in nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything till we're perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I longed for this moment.
Now moving on to the staircase. So this is a garland that I also ordered on Amazon last year. And you see it even has the pine cones, which goes with the theme of the Christmas tree. And it does light up, so at nighttime it just looks, perfect. I love it. I'm obsessed with it, and I don't think I'll ever change it. Now last year though, we did put these these garlands outside in the front, but it just kept falling down, and honestly I wasn't in love with the way that it looked, so we went ahead this year and said, let's try it on the staircase, and like I said, I'm completely obsessed.
Fun, the snowman is twice the size as me, with a smile as quirky as mine. We're holding hands to keep each other warm while we stand and watch a choir performing all the Christmas songs that we love. Yeah, all the Christmas songs that we love. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is...
Now that all the garland is put up, I'm just gonna go and take a last look and make sure that it's all fluffed out. Also, let me know in the comments below what you guys think I should do on the walls of the staircase. I don't know if I want to do just one painting or if I actually want to do picture frames going all the way down. I was thinking like with black borders or maybe white, but let me know in the comments what you guys think below.
With you, ooh, making plans for what we're gonna do. I feel so blessed that I can be with you. 'Cause God knows that I've been longing for you. I just wanna hold you close. You know the stars are shining just for you. Let's take a walk and we can follow the moonlight till we reach a place we can stay. Maybe kiss.
For the dining room, I like to keep it really simple. I usually just change out the centerpiece and that kind of just works for me. I've never been the type to set up a whole dining room table. If you are, I give you all the credit because I'm just not as creative to set up a whole dining room table. And like I said, I'd like to keep it simple. So just one centerpiece makes it easy for me to keep up and clean with. And it's just simple, just like I like it.
Long as I spend this day with you, so beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh, 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 ooh. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas moment we'll fill with.
Moving on to the front entryway, I plan on putting up 2 Christmas trees, and you will see in tomorrow's video, or day 2 I should say, that I actually end up changing the globe that I put in the middle now. I just kept walking past it and I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't in love with it. And the centerpiece that I actually put on here later tomorrow actually was the centerpiece that I used to put on the coffee table in our living room. But since we don't have the coffee table out anymore because of the twins being small and just to be safe, we have it in the garage. I didn't have somewhere to put that centerpiece, so it actually worked out perfect for the entryway. So you'll see that in day 2.
Yes, it's Christmas. It's a magic time. You can feel it in the air. That every child got their hearts filled up with joy. Yes, it's Christmas all around.
We have moved on to my bedroom now, and in past years I've never decorated, upstairs, but I do like to put this garland up in my room, and I am kind of thinking of just changing the sheets in our bedroom just to make it, festive. Same thing with maybe the shower curtain for the twins' bathroom. Maybe sheets for their nursery. So just a thought, but for now at least I have the garland up here, and the snow globe that I just put in the entryway downstairs, I actually end up moving that upstairs to the twins' nursery, which worked out really well.
Have a Christmas with so much love and with joy and laughter. Let us make memories that stay forever. It's Christmas today. All snow is falling down, all the colored lights lighting up this town. And as I walk outside, hear the Christmas choir sing Merry Christmas to you.
We have reached the end of day 1. This is how everything turned out. So we have the staircase with the garland, those 3 wreaths over the kitchen I just started doing last year as well. The finished product also on the tree. This is with the pine cones and the cranberries and lit up and everything. And I hope that you guys enjoyed the decoration part of the video. Now moving on to the next morning, I just had to get some cleaning done. So just sprucing up my room real quick. Then we're gonna move on to some laundry, and I have to take care of the floors downstairs because we had all, the ornaments and parts of the trees, and I had to get that cleaned up. So let's keep going.
Merry Christmas to you.
And tonight, they led me to you. Every single time you look at me, I lose it too. Why don't you come sit next to me? Let things happen naturally, like it used to be. I don't wanna go and waste another day, mess it up again, lost in my way. I'll be the one to have the highest price to pay. If I make it home tonight, may I hold you one last time? Let me hold you one last time. What if it's too?
I would love to hear in the comments below, what are your guys' plans for the holidays? I know this is a Christmas decorate and clean with me, but with Thanksgiving around the corner, we actually plan on visiting New York for Thanksgiving week. So we're packing up, the kids are coming, and we're gonna go visit my family, go visit some old friends, and we honestly can't wait. So would love to hear what you guys will be up to.
Could go for a walk, talk about the things we know. Why don't you come sit next to me? Let things happen naturally, like it used to be. I don't wanna go and waste another day, mess it up again, lost in my way. I'll be the one to have the highest price to pay. If I make it home tonight, may I hold you one last time? Let me hold you one last time. What if it's too late for me?
It's funny, ever since becoming a mom, my favorite chore has now become laundry. And I think that's mostly because it kind of feels like it's me time. I get to sit down and semi-relax and watch a show or a movie. And it's just relaxing to me now, whereas before I used to dread the thought of having to deal with laundry. But now, it's become me time, which is funny because you'll see in a few moments, I thought I was doing laundry by myself. Madison decided to wake up from her nap, so she was gonna join me. In my previous video, I began to tell you guys the story of the babies and how they came at 30 weeks and had to be in NICU. Now, the only reason they had to stay in NICU was basically just because they were 30 weeks and they were still small. And they did start off being fed through tubes. I didn't know at the time that babies don't automatically know how to drink from a bottle. So they spent the first maybe 3 weeks being fed through a tube. And then finally, they allowed us to start practicing with them being fed through a bottle. Now, they were being given breast milk starting off, and we probably didn't go to formula until the last week, and that's just because I wasn't making enough of a milk supply. But as far as the babies being in NICU, it was really just because of their size. They were only born at 3 pounds and 13 ounces. So they wanted to make sure that their weight was going to go up and that they were going to be able to drink from a bottle before they were able to go home. So thankfully, that's all that we had to, worry about or focus on, because we did have a few scares while we were in the hospital with, they were letting us know what could happen when a baby comes too soon. And so, of course, we were worried, but thankfully, thank God, everything turned out all right. And our babies were healthy and happy and just perfect.
I see
the door you closed is open wide, and a better version of me inside. Let me in.
Here's my sweet girl coming to keep me company. Now, as I've mentioned before in previous videos, she does tend to take shorter naps than Matt. So we just have a lot of girl time around here, and I totally don't mind. Now, my feelings were hurt that she didn't like my smoothie, but I mean, like I said, we're trying to get them to like more things, but I can't blame her for not liking a smoothie filled with mostly spinach, but she at least gave it a try. Now let's try and see how much laundry I can get done with her. Now this is pretty much the extent of the laundry I was going to be able to fold, because once she realized the tripod was there and that she can touch it and play with it, it was just going back and forth with her. So I said, you know what, I can finish this later and we'll go ahead and start the floors downstairs. Now it was just a race against time. Since Madison was up from her nap, I knew that shortly after Matt was going to wake up, and there was no way that I was going to be able to mop with 2 crawling babies around. So I was trying to do this as quick as possible, vacuum the whole downstairs, the staircase that still had pieces from the garland, and go ahead and mop so we can jump into making lunch for the babies. Thankfully, Madison was doing really good to play by herself while I was getting this done.
There's something I have to say. I love you when I hate you, and I hope you feel the same. Come a little closer, baby, please don't walk away. I love you when you got nothing to prove, oh baby, I know. Don't do right by me, I'll do right by you. You got nothing to prove, oh baby, I know. We got this.
for my floor cleaners, I do like to switch it up from time to time. Sometimes I'll use Pine Sol, sometimes I'll use Fabuloso, sometimes it'll be the Mr. Clean antibacterial. But my go-to used to be Fabuloso until I realized once the twins started crawling that Fabuloso wasn't antibacterial. So that's why you'll see most of the time I'll just use the Pine Sol or Mr. Clean just to disinfect. But really sometimes I just go with whatever scent I want to smell around the house. So today it was Pine Sol. I also feel like it gives it a nice shine. So that's what we were going with today.
Cause I pull you in, then I throw you out. But I swear, it's never easy, no. Now we're standing here at this plain place while I'm giving in and you're reaching out. But I swear, it's not that easy, no. It's not. Don't call me then
Accomplish it and get it done. Floors are clean, laundry is done, bed is made, all before the afternoon, and babies had their nap. Right after these floors, we were going to jump into lunch, and it got done. I mean, it may not always be easy, but if you just set your mind to it and honestly work as fast as possible, it can be achieved. But I wanted to thank you guys for watching. Thank you again for your support. Thank you for anyone that's subscribing. I mean, just taking time out of your day, guys, I will always repeat it. I appreciate it. So thank you, and I will see you guys on the next one.